Dr. Zakir, regarding the situation of a woman who is on her period or menses, she is forgiven or she is let off from having to do the prayer, and she doesn't have to make up the prayer at a later date, as we've learnt in previous series in this show. What is the case with fasting? Is it the same?
As far as fasting is concerned, if a lady is having a menstrual periods, according to Hadith, which is mentioned in Sahih Bukhari, volume number 3, in the book of fasting, Hadith number 1951, Hazrat Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, who is the wife of Prophet Muhammad, she said, when she was asked this question, that do we have to make up for the fast, or does the fast break while menstruating? So she said that when we used to fast and when we used to have our menstruations during the month of Ramadan, she used to say that during the month of Ramadan, when we had a menstruation, the Prophet asked us to make up for the fast, but did not ask us to make up for the Salaah. So based on the ruling of Muhammad, which was narrated to us by his wife Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, so making up for the prayer is not a requirement, but making up for the fast is a requirement. So if a woman has a menstrual cycle or postnatal bleeding, she cannot continue with the fast. The fast breaks. If she has in between in the day, she'll have to break the fast. Or even if the menstruation starts just a few minutes before sunset, she'll have to break the fast. The fast is not valid. But if menstruation stops just before Fajr, then she can keep the fast. But if the menstruation stops just a few minutes after Fajr, she cannot keep the fast, and she will have to make up the fast later on after Ramadan. The reason why the fasting breaks when a woman has a menstrual period or postnatal bleeding is because a lot of blood flows out. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not want to overburden the woman. So it's a grace from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He does not want to make it difficult, because when blood flows out, and then after that if you say that you should not take nourishment, should not take food, it's an overburdening. So because of that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has excused the woman that she need not fast, but she has to make up later on. The reason she has to make up the fast later on, which she does not have to do in Salaah, because Salaah is supposed to be prayed every day of your life, minimum 5 times a day. So there's no question once she misses her Salaah, maybe for 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, whatever it is, when will she make up? Because she is supposed to offer Salaah every day of her life. But fasting is only compulsory in the month of Ramadan. So if she misses for 7 days in the month of Ramadan, she can very well compensate for it after the month of Ramadan is over. Therefore, according to my thinking, according to my understanding, that is the reason Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and our beloved Prophet Muhammad has told that the woman should not make up for her Salah if she misses during menstrual period, but she has to make up for the fast which she misses during the month of Ramadan.